Why is this? Yeah, there we go. Okay, wow. I don't know what happened there. For some reason it changed my default microphone to something else. I don't know why it did that. Alright, we are in, and we're going to play a little bit of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I've got the chat up on my side here, so if anyone wants to message me throughout this game, please feel free to. I will do my best to respond. But we're going to start a brand new game. I've actually played through this campaign once before, in both on the tabletop version and in the video game. Ooh, there's a bunch of new stuff here, which is kind of fun, but we're just going to do the main story. Because I like the main story on this one. It's a lot of fun. So what are we going to do? We're just going to do normal mode. There's a lot of challenge in this game combat-wise, so I don't want to make it too insane. Okay, dead companions rise after combat? No, we want to make sure that we have to resurrect people. Move controlling effects after combat, auto level up, companions only? No, we don't want to auto... No, we want to select all of our level ups. Got to custom build these characters, guys. Got to custom build them. Alright, Crusade management difficulty default. Yeah, that all looks fine. Let's go ahead and continue on. As soon as my game wants to catch up and do something. There we go. Okay, new character. So we're going to create a new custom character. I'm going to work out what to play as, is the question. Now, I actually have a whole bunch of custom portraits. So I'm going to just go into the portraits folder. And I'm going to find myself some portraits for a new character. I have a bunch that I downloaded, so I just need to find one that I like. What am I thinking of playing today? I don't really know what I want to play in this one, to be honest. So many options in this game, I honestly don't know what to actually try and go with. Cleric build could be fun. Paladins are quite strong, but we already get a paladin in this game, and I don't know if I want to do 2 paladins. Let's have a look. Honestly, I might actually go with like a kind of barbarian-like character for this one. We got a good barbarian character in here somewhere. I mean, that one's a bit intense, but I do like it. It's really funny how intense that guy is. It's quite brilliant. I might even... Yeah, honestly, I might. Let's set this up. Yep. There we go. Look look how intense that guy is. I love it. It's absolutely batshit insane, dude. Dual wielding barbarian? Frickin' hell yeah, let's do this. Dual wielding barbarian. I'm definitely on board with that. Okay, barbarian. Just standard barbarian. Armored Hulk. We actually get one of these guys either way, and I'm not super keen on the whole armored barbarians thing. I like my barbarians to be unarmored, or at least low armored. Don't want him wearing like full heavy armor. Beastkin Berserker was one bestial aspects of the rage. The Beastkin Berserker depends so deeply in their primal fury that she actually transforms into an animal. That's kind of fun. Berserkers in the surface world often associate with predators, such as bears and wolves, and are sometimes mistaken for lycanthropes. Some barbarians shape changes into rampaging dinosaurs, megafaunas, crafting their own. That's honestly quite fun. I am quite tempted by that because that sounds like a cool idea. What else we got? Instinctual warriors, driven by rage, animal instincts. Instinctual warriors represent the opposite picture. They are concentrated fighters who are so adept at controlling their rage that they can fight blind, relying only on a sixth sense. That's kind of fun. Invulnerable rager. Some barbarians learn to take whatever comes their way, shrugging off mortal wounds with these, invite their enemies to attack them, and use pain to fuel their rage. Interesting. Mad Dog. Barbarians can be a thing of savage beauty, exhibiting a lethal grace, while such uncontrolled displays of carnage often disregard group tactics. There are those barbarians whose rages inspire and spur their allies during the ferocious dance of death. And Pack Rager. I think there's... Oh no, this is the one I was talking about. Mad Dog. There's also rabid dogs. I'm going to go with the Beastkin. I think the idea of transforming into like a kind of creature whilst raging is kind of a fun idea. That fast movement is removed. That's kind of a bummer. Or maybe Invulnerable Rager would be a better option. Let's go with Invulnerable Rager. I think that makes more sense. Honestly, I think this is going to be a human dude. Doesn't have to be much more. I think it's just going to be a human dude. Although Oreed would be fun, but this guy's not an Oreed, so we'll go with just a human. Dampier is quite fun as well. I think, yeah. Let's just go with the human. Give ourselves a nice bit of life paths. Okay. Regional. There's some good regional stuff, isn't there? And I think there's not an option for like the Numerian barbarians. Okay. Let's see, Wanderer, good. Warrior, Bounty Hunter, Gladiator, Guard, Mercenary. I don't think any of those are going to be a benefit to me. Hermit. Yeah, I don't think there's not really some great options for this character, weirdly. Don't know. Maybe I'll go with Bounty Hunter. Yeah, Bounty Hunter's probably a good call. So we're definitely going to want a lot of con, we're definitely going to want a lot of strength. Let's put our +2 bonus in the strength there as well. I'm probably going to want a couple bits in there. Let's go ahead and pop a point into intelligence, as much as that might seem weird. and pop points into there. Honestly, let's take a point out of charisma and pop our strength up to a 17. That won't really benefit us until we hit 4th level, but it'll be a handy thing when we do hit 4th level. But I feel good about that mix. So we're definitely going to want to be focusing on some of our physical skills more than our mental skills, but we could give him some perception, and honestly, persuasion's usually good for these kind of characters in these games anyway. And let's go what we go with. Let's go with nature. Just because I feel like that's a good call. And then we are going to get 2 feats because we have 2 weapon fighting, because we have a human. So let's get... Where is... Do we not have 2 weapon fighting yet? What do we need to get 2 weapon fighting? Alright, let's get... So, 2 weapon fighting. Oh, we need a dexterity of 15? Okay, well let's go back and redo that then. Let's take that point out of there and pop it into dexterity. Because then we can get 2 weapon fighting. And I want a dual wield. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to go 2 weapon fighting. And then the extra feat. Weapon focus is probably going to be a cool call, but what do we want to dual wield? That's the question. What do we want to dual wield? I feel like I want to do like a bludgeoning thing. So dual wielding Warhammers, maybe. Maybe we save that for 3rd level and maybe put something else on. Maybe we get, there's an ability, power attack would be fairly good, but let's put toughness. So we get extra hit points with toughness, and we are going to be tanking a lot of damage in this game, so let's do that. Chosen deities. I mean, Gorham would be the ultimate for this, the Lord of Iron. I think Gorham is... I don't think there's any other deity out there that would really work other than Gorham. So let's go with... Although his favoured weapon is a greatsword. Is there anything that has a favoured weapon? Light crossbow, mace, atheism, doesn't really do much. Rapier, a lot of guys like rapiers. Star knife, definitely not. Longbow, no. Gosra likes the trident, the sickle, dagger. Iomade likes the longsword. Irori is unarmed strike. Lamash 2, the falchion of Kirky. No, we're not doing that. Nethys, no. Short sword, no. Pharasma likes a dagger, of course she does. Great axe. Serenray likes the scimitar. Shellan likes the glaive. Torag likes Warhammer, the father of creation. Torag's probably a good call. The God Claw. Okay, you need to be a Hell Knight to get that. So Urgatoa likes the scythe. That's the flail. Oh, that could be fun actually. But I think he's a lawful evil. This guy's lawful good. Honestly, I think Gorham is the way to go. And I think chaotic neutral's the way to go. Okay, so now we just have to design this guy. He's got to have this kind of harsh look to him, doesn't he? That looks good. Scars, we need lots of scars. Hey guys who are joining in on the stream, thank you for coming and joining me. I am happy to be here to keep you occupied for however long you stick around. Feel free to jump into the chat. I am keeping an eye on it as best I can. This guy has long hair. He's got the crazy, wild, long hair. It's probably that one, but let's see if there's anything better. Nope. Alright, we got that one was the wild, long hair. I think that's a good call. Yeah, that looks good to me. War paint. I mean, let's give him some. No, I don't think he actually needs any war paint. And that, and then yeah, I think that guy looks good.
A mere flesh wound. Get it off me. Let us be off.
All this waiting bores me.
Yeah, let's definitely go with that. Choosing a name. I mean, I honestly am never too fussed about the name, so I'm just gonna keep looking through until I see something that looks good to me. Demovatar, Urison. But you guys feel free to jump into the chat and give me a name for this guy. Yeah, none of these are really ringing true for me. I'm call him Cord. Birth date. Well, this kind of doesn't really matter that much. So I think what I'm just going to do is close my eyes and click randomly and stop. And close my eyes and click randomly and stop. Yeah, there we go. 15th of... What's that now?
I am superior!
Yes, you are. And that is very loud. Alright, we are in... I think it looks good. I think this looks pretty decent. Armor class 12. He hasn't got any armor on yet, but he will do. He will have armor. He'll have some medium armor eventually. This guy is designed to not mind to be hit, because he can take the damage. Alright, let's get our intro going. We got ourselves a nice little festival going on in the city of Canabres. Make way! Coming through! Fetch a healer, quick!
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? or an accommodating ditch.
Not a bad insight, Darren.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
So this is a really random thing because they've added this they kind of added this festival to the game from the tabletop RPG. In Canabras, everyone carries weapons. They have to. They're at war with demons. They don't just because demons can't get in doesn't mean their cultists can't. So they still carry weapons everywhere. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear. That's the Crusader spirit.
Hell yeah.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
That's Sela.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Who am I?
Oh, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
I'm a crusader and I came to fight demons. What the hell are you talking about?
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
Terendelev.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Okay.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Are you really a dragon?
Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
I mean, no, you're pretty well known, Terendelev. Thank you for helping me.
Accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Yes, you are. What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have
Demons.
rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
That's fun.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabris.
Yes.
We will find a way to help you.
Fantastic.
But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Sounds good. Sounds good, and if it weren't for the fact that we... Never mind, I'm gonna try and avoid doing spoilers whilst we play. So where's my stuff? I have nothing. I literally have nothing. What armor am I wearing? Scale mail. That's not bad. An armor class 18, not terrible right now. Braces... Alright, Wait, why am I raging? I don't want to be raging right now. Okay, let's go and have a look around the festival. There is a stranger. I wish to speak to a stranger. I am the question, but what is... I'm the answer, but what is the question? I don't know. I did play the tabletop version, actually. Yeah, I played it for 3 years. I played as a half-elf swashbuckler. And died well over 20 times during the course of the campaign. Because it's a particularly brutal campaign. Nice. Okay. Let's go and speak to some people. Jana Eldori. Oh, we have an Eldori here. Sila. Let's go and do something here. Having a drink. There we go. We had a drink. Okay, what else do we have to do? Okay, sound a drink, throw darts at a target, and hit a mannequin. Okay, let's go. Who else is around that we can speak to? Let's surrender up and Halrun. Aravashnil. I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen, as usual. Yep, that happens. There's a Nevia. Wonderful. Darren! Yeah, no, I've played through this version as well. This will be my second playthrough of the game, so I know the way they've done the differences in this game are so wonderful. Because obviously a tabletop RPG is designed in a way to... Oh, Ember! We meet her later. I love Ember, she's so sweet. Tabletop RPG is designed to tell a story centered around a party of characters. But a computer game version is centered around a single character. So all the changes they make in this game, bar a couple which are just narrative things to heighten the narrative a bit, are purely dedicated to converting the game's focus from a group of characters to a single character. Alright, let's throw some axes. Oh! Shit meat fan. Demons!
Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
This is why we don't take away people's weapons at the festival, guys. You're at a festival with a bunch of crusaders. There is no reason to think that this wouldn't happen. Terendelev! Do your thing, girl! Why are you casting spells?
Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
There he comes. Discari. God, the artwork for this character is amazing in this game. Oh, it's so bad. Oh!
Feast begin.
No! I knew that was going to happen.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon. The next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
I've seen you somewhere before.
Have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed.
It's the suture!
I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it.
Can hear the
before attack,
voice.
or else you'd have been done for.
Who is Dascari? Well, Dascari is the Demon Lord of Locus. He's the second most powerful Demon Lord in all of Pathfinder. Though in the video game they make him out to be the most powerful. But Nocticular is actually meant to be more powerful than him. So, okay, what's the situation? Look around you! Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons. I'm a fucking fighting character.
Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a Demon Lord even.
Yeah, whatever.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Light crossbow is not the weapon that this character needs. He is a freaking barbarian. Shoot. There he is, Dascari.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
So in the tabletop version, Dascari does not appear here, just for those who are watching. Dascari does not appear in this moment. He actually doesn't appear until right at the end, but you see a lot of other aspects of him before then. In fact, at that point, it is Rahamzada, I believe, the Baelor demon, who is the one who beheads Terendelev and does this whole situation.
Silver dragon Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Dascari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Let's do this. Alright, we are down in the catacombs, and the only weapon we have is a light crossbow, which is just not the weapon we need. Alright, let's move. Benevia!
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
Nevia's awesome.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right?
Yep.
You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Let's use athletics, because I'm strong. And let's hope that I just roll well enough to make this worthwhile. I did! Yay! Okay.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long.
To be
if my
fair,
hands
in the
stuck on
tabletop version, she really doesn't get a chance to do much either.
I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Yes, in the original version, the tabletop version, Terendelev kind of fights Rahamzada, the Baelor demon, for a while before getting herself decapitated by him. But I get what you're saying, but the fact is, it's done that way to show just how insanely powerful Dascari is, right? Terendelev did not stand a chance, so the fact she doesn't even get a hit in is not out of the question. Like, he is insanely powerful.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now.
You've crossed the whole... Golarion is huge. How the hell did you cross the continent?
I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Here to fight the
Fellow
abyss.
Crusader! Welcome, brother. This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
Hell yeah.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have.
Maybe. We're gonna
Now
fucking do
then,
this.
I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Probably for the best, considering the city is currently infested with demons.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Hell yeah. So this actually is straight out of the original campaign. Anevia does, I think, break a leg or ankle or something like that in underneath Canabras, and you kind of have to escort her out. There is a character we're about to meet who is not in the original campaign, but someone who is, someone who is in the original campaign but is in a bad spot. So let's go ahead and no, it's there we go. Relearning my keys, learning my keys. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Ooh, was that the weapons chest? Yes, okay, we have weapons, weapons that I can actually make use of. Let's put the cloak of resistance on. Let's go ahead and put a flail in a hand, and in the offhand, what's that going to do for our modifiers? So we've got a +4, +0, +0. It's not great, it's not terrible. Do I have anything better? No, not particularly. Okay, so what's that? That's D6 +1 damage, that's D8 +1 damage. +2 and +3. That's not much damage though. I'm gonna just take my chances with this loadout, even though it's kind of knackered my attack bonuses, until I find better stuff, because I don't really know. I don't think I want to be flail wielding. I think I'm probably gonna go with like Warhammer. Yay, the scale of Terendelev. Surrender scale. I remember what it does. You restore to life a deceased party member, erase creatures, a number of points to the load off sword. Coming back from dead is no ordeal. The subject of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels and levels. Okay. Honestly, let's probably give that to Seela. What is Seela wielding? Seela's wielding a straight longsword. Let's give Seela the Cold Iron longsword, because that is just going to be a better option for her. And I'm going to take just a generic longsword in my offhand, because I think that's going to be probably the best option that I have as well. Because in case we come up against any demons, it's good that she has the ability to ignore the damage resistance. Okay, here we go. We have
Who's there?
Camellia.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Seela. that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even
I can't argue
Terendelev.
with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
What happened to this
I don't
poor
know.
man? Who is he?
He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves? Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
Nice. Okay, we need to keep moving. Once we're back to surface around
That's
it.
right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Certainly would.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
We certainly do. Well, all he had is a dagger. That's not the greatest. Does that help my thing? It does bring my attack bonuses up. Yeah, let's go flail and dagger for now until I can get like a decent setup with weapons. So Aravashniel in the original game, Aravashniel does not die here. In fact, I don't think he dies at all unless really bad stuff happens. Unless you're like really unfortunate. He is.
They will break against our resolve.
I don't need a thing. We have turn-based mode. Here we go. That's not good.
No glory without risk.
Go into a rage and charge the centipede. Yes. Die, giant centipede. And you can charge this centipede. Oh, you can't charge.
Mess up again.
Damn it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Die!
You missed both? Stop missing.
The light take you.
Good. Alright, let's go and get some loot. What's he got? Padded armor, some gold coins. Oh, not much useful.
Move out.
Oh, we have another Terendelev scale. What does this one do? Oh, this is... Give him one as well then.
Head on.
Save the last one for me.
Giant fly, not nice. You Nice shot, Anavia. Oh, beautiful shots.
The spirits demand your blood!
Nicely done, Camellia. Alright, let's keep on moving. Making our way through a cavern. Oh, the path splits here. Okay, this looks like the way forward, so let's check out this way first.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Let's hear you cry!
You are today's sacrifice!
Into the fray.
We have some centipedes. Giant spitting centipedes, that's not fun. Okay.
Run them through!
Nicely done. Alright, party. We killed him. Let's see what this guy's got on him. Oh, he's got a bracer and he's got a mace. Mace is good. What's the braces? Braces of armor. I think all of our characters are wearing armor. So we'll save those for a character who's not. That mace, though, is looking pretty freaking tasty. Maybe... Yes! Okay, so the light mace is a good offhand weapon. Good to know. I probably won't be doing... why don't you go ahead and use a healing potion real quick to get yourself back up. Probably won't be sticking with the light mace, but it's good to know that it's a handy offhand weapon. I definitely feel like I want to do...
You follow.
With this character, I definitely want to do, like, bludgeoning. That's what I think. So I think what I want to have is, like,
The heartbeat quickens.
like a warhammer, and then maybe an offhand light hammer.
No glory without risk.
Oh, frickin' hell, these things have got hit points. Jesus.
Out of my way!
Nice. Okay.
Go for their heart!
Those flies have got a lot of hit points. At this level, at least. Monitor lizard.
None shall escape!
And this is basically what this game is for a lot of it. It's just a series of... No, I don't want to do dismiss spell. Why would I do dismiss spell? I want to do a charge attack on the monitor lizard. Oh, okay, I can't do a charge attack on the monitor lizard. Oh, shit. Let's go ahead and activate that.
Die!
Into the fray.
I'll cut you wide open!
And we can loot the body to try and skin it. Yes, we got a good roll. Alright, let's see. What this is here. Lan! With meeting Lan.
Oh, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere. When do I?
The mongrel men.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there. If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield mace. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze...
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Tieflings
Where are
are
you,
the
tieflings?
descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the Underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
In
Never heard of
Canabras, they're
them
called
before.
mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
So my first playthrough? No, this is my second playthrough. And I also played the tabletop RPG version of this game as well.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Do we?
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
Let's go.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It
Yes.
was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
They're talking about Radiance, the longsword of... I forget what his name is now, but we'll meet him later on. He's one of the he was the champion of Iomade.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work on
Lariel.
a miracle.
Lariel was the name of the guy.
Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Okay, maze. Does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend
Oh my
among our
God.
people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the Underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Maybe.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Indeed. A sword of holy flame. How did it wind up down here?
Came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
Okay.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can...
Let's go and search for this holy sword.
This sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Good.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Don't be like that, Wendwag. Ooh, lore religion. Do I have anyone in my party who's good at lore religion? I don't know, but let's have a look.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh shoot, she succeeded. What was her roll? 15 plus 3. She did freaking well. Statue of an unknown knight. This technique is fairly crude. It's a knight from the First Crusade. See, they were telling the truth the whole time.
What do we have here?
I don't know, but let's search for it. Okay.
Onwards.
See what we got here.
Pay attention.
Just finding a bunch of randomly useless stuff, but...
No, what
Ooh,
is that?
wait, was there loot there? No.
Over there.
Let's loot. Looting. Looting.
Pay attention.
Glowing holy sword! Let's get the sword out of the stone. Okay. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Cord feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet. But there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Cord's heartbeat quickens and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me and stabbed me in the back. Trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw close? Do they believe I'm about to die from a traitorous blow? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braid lies on the rock, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I have strength, I must. Whilst recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Claude intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl, I think is probably the best choice for this angelic character. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, musky scene. Before Claude, the wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Laria, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leading us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of Thorin Fort comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colourful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. And don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You, take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs in motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Claude's head pounds with pain and is no longer clear whose pain it is, the person called Larial who sent this vision or the one unlucky enough to receive it. So 10 will save, but Claude is determined to fight off the illusion. 10 Arcana, that's probably not as good. Knows how to resist malign influence like this, not how. Let's do a will save. We failed. Great. The force of this terrifying attack, though, originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Claude can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision has experienced something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hands is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Larial. The foolish angel struggles on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off. Intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whisper to a sonorous shout. Becoming young, then old and quivering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is the self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Laria. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he'll never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hands, bright, pure, flickering with color, multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. And slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rock. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Claude senses the vision is fading and the rush of thoughts diminishing and like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword, and they will raise it up and punish the evildoers and traitors. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colour. Claude does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Cord's chest fades away, the edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving naught but a scar behind. Looking down, Cord sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warmth and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Cord senses that it will return. All he can do is call it.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitors, the dying girl? I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentawag, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Let's do this.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
Maybe. I'm just looking something up real quick.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Let's do it. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really. Can't hide from me.
What do we have here?
Loot. We have loot. And we are going to find all of this loot. And we're going to take all of this loot, even though most of it is junk.
Move out.
But junk is not bad, because we can sell junk and we can make money off of it. What we got here? Okay. Let us go ahead and make a mobility check to get across the road.
You're so awesome, Lan.
Okay, rolling dice. I know this stuff. What? I thought I turned tutorials off. I don't know why tutorials are still showing up.
Let me draw the first blood.
Windowag. Go ahead and shoot it, Windowag. Yes. That is exactly what they will do, Windowag. What? Don't roll ones! Don't roll ones! That is not something you should be doing.
You've crossed the wrong...
Nicely done, archers. Archery is so good in this game. Let's go ahead and I can't really. Wait, no, sorry. Lost my finger. Lost my fingering on the keyboard. Sorry about that, guys. Small elementals! Oh my god!
Let's hear you cry.
I want to shoot the elementals. Small earth elementals. Yes, nicely done, Anavia.
Spirits demand your blood.
Camellia, good shooting, and
Won't survive me.
Lan, I'm gonna need you to hit these things.
Take you!
Guys, I need you to hit the creatures.
Run them!
I found.
Ooh, we found a wand of Cure Light Wounds. You can use Cure Light Wounds, so let's give it to you. And Lan, you don't use armor, so let's give you the braces, because that'll give you some armor bonus. And the rest of this stuff is mostly junk. Let's sort by type. Yeah, the rest of this stuff is all pretty much going to be sold. There's not really anything of use in there. Alright.
Thanks, Lan. You're so
awesome, Lan. They do repeat these phrases a lot, which is kind of annoying.
I lead. You follow.
Yes. Yes, you do, friend. I am...
Cut them to pieces!
Nice. Already got a shot in. Let's go ahead and charge the big fly. Kill it. Let's... Oh, that one takes a full round, doesn't it?
You are today's sacrifice.
Endure this!
They'll beg me to stop!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
And now...
Go for their hearts.
Make every strike count.
When do I go ahead and move and shoot? Alright, we've got our first part. Oh, look! Big fucking spiders. My partner would hate these. So let's just continue on with what I was doing. Camellia! Wait, Camellia, you're here. Yeah, you can... Just go ahead and charge that one. How about you hit the thing you're charging?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Nicely done. Alright, now you go charge the big one. Nicely done. Alright, now you go and... Damn it!
It's not working like that.
Oh well. Killed him in the end. Ooh, what weapons did I just get? So I got a light shield, which is going to be worse than their heavy shield. Although actually, oh no, you've got a buckler. You can't wield a light shield. You got a masterwork greatsword. It was tasty and interesting. But I'm focusing on dual wielding, so I don't want to do that. Camo, which is pretty good. How close am I to leveling up? Nowhere near. I'm not even halfway to leveling up yet. Jesus. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to Saul. Lan is sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his word to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, and another to fight in the shield maze. I've been there. Spent my whole life training so I can make it all the way through to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters where there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze is just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night. And if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you. And singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. We don't want to have to do that again. But it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to. But I'm not going to risk the future of the tribes for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them or whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find a way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Let's go. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface, I swear it. Now they're home. Mongrels.
Onwards!
God, his voice is insane. This is just who you need fighting demons, right? Just freaking insane characters. Uplandish, eh? End time sure punish indeed. Chief Sol, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. He had a vision, and now the angels sword together and the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, and we can go and save them. Ah, Lan, always streaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Enough, Lando, with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Is there someone else from the surface here? There he is. Hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. It's not good. Too many uplands. It's not good. It's not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. You're not your kind. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you and not to us. I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. At last, someone talks sense. You don't understand. It's holy light. It will scare off the monsters that dwell in the maze. Listen, I don't personally believe in this angelic light, but Sol does. Show him. It won't cost you anything. Lan speaks the truth. And the flame appears. So it is true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead he came to save our children. I'd prefer Lan to Wendalag, even though I'm playing a chaotic character. See these fishermen, these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. And why are they making these decisions? Because of you. You sealed their fate. You're a murderer. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least, but one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're nevers. We're going to wait. I shan't a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplandish. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is yours. Your home. All right, Chief. Understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Yay, level up! Alright, let's get ourselves a new level in Barbarian. Let's go ahead and bang in. Ooh, okay, let's keep those points there, because I think that's probably the main set. New rage power. Okay, so very much we're doing... Defense. She gains a +1 bonus on attack rolls, takes a -1 penalty to AC. This bonus penalty against that's alright. Okay. Powerful stance. Lethal stance. A +1 competence bonus. Animal Fury, don't need a bite attack. Getting dodge bonuses is not a bad idea. Gains the scent ability whilst raging and can use the ability to locate unseen foes. Blind sense, swift foot. Barbarian gains 10 foot enhancement bonus to speed. I think I'm gonna go reckless because it's just a straight +1 attack bonus without it being a competence bonus, which means it will stack with other things like bardic inspiration, and that's pretty good. Sealer. Let's see. You've got persuasion, you've got knowledge world, and you've got mobility for some reason. I don't know why you would have mobility, but you do have mobility. And you don't get any other bonusy cool things. Our shaman is going to have trickery and mobility. You are a thing? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so we have to pick a hex. Of course you are a witch-like character, aren't you? Okay, so ameliorating. I think protective luck. That's probably a really good hex to have, actually. Make them roll twice and take the lower of the two. Okay, rapid shot. Why would rapid shot be a bad one? Why would that be a bad one for him? Okay, precise shot. We'll do that. You're a longbow user, aren't you? So we'll give you that. And Wendoag is a fighter. That's not particularly great. Maybe giving her might give us a level in Hunter. Let's go with that one. Give you some hurricane bow, and we'll give you an aspect of the falcon. Just like low-key in Pathfinder, fighters suck. Okay. Let's continue to search for some. So there's a few bits of loot around. And we also want to find a place to sell some stuff, because I'm pretty sure there's one of those around here. There's Gworm! Gworm! Horgus Gworm! Ah, a human face at last.
At last. And I thought that I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gworm. Yes, that Gworm. You no doubt have heard of me if you spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for me. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? Ah, you truly are freshly arrived in the city then. You couldn't have been picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived in the city and it's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gorm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festive delicacies? You have Gorm to thank for that. I didn't even feel like everyone else. Oh my god! Like everyone else. Down I went after that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall. And I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wandering, and instead came across hunters from the settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed upon the... I don't even want to begin to try and pronounce Cyanomes, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. Going word for all these people. Oh my goodness, so much. He talks so much. He talks so much and about nothing. So speaks his mind. He pays. Oh. This handle's worth more than their whole village. What happened to the business problem? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I expect. You must find a route back to the surface to the city, if there's anything left to it. You seem to be a remarkably strong warrior, just what we need to get through these caves and the bloodthirsty beasts. Bloodthirsty beasts. Sorry. I am having the love of my life message me right now, and it's very sweet. Just through these caves and past the bloodthirsty beasts that inhabit them. There we go. You are strong. It will be no trouble to you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling through the caves playing at scouts. The proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends amongst the Canabras elite, yes, of course. Diplomacy! Oh my god, yes. 2,000 gold. Are you taking compassion on my daughter's circumstances? Yes. Freaking gouge the fucker. Okay. Where am I going? I want to get this loot that's down here. There we go, there's some loot. And make sure we color all our bases, because we don't want to miss out on the loot. Loot is good. Fish! We have looted fish. Finding these ingredients is actually super helpful. Because as the game progresses, we can cook different things and make cool stuff. First aid kit. That's handy. What the heck does that do? Interesting. Who has... You're probably the best person to have this right now.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Okay, that doesn't help. I don't know what it does. Anevia! Hey! Damn it. Figured. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would would tell us they were cultists. Then we wouldn't have to waste our time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. What's the blood butter between you about? It's an old matter. Miss Terabade here had the notion of spying on me, then rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a culprit? Cultists don't look like cultists, you know. It's kind of the whole problem. You, Mr. Worm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all that... Oh god, my god. Fucking words, people. That all the rigmarole with the middleman was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade. Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold. One that I value most highly. August Worm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fit free from a tail. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders and my defenders were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly would have been unthinkable. I might as well have held a sign outside my door welcoming in every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. The Crusade. No joke, you're an alright bloke. But carrying on secret dealings in the city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us, whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. How's the leg? Well, if it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm going to live. They said, wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city right now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself has appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from the Rosian. I think our people will hold out long enough for the reinforcements to come from the Queen. This isn't Discari's home turf. He's going to have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. What do you think of the mongrels? Thought they were just a story, the sort of thing drunks in the taverns would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are the most unfortunate, with their faces, their minds that are so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. The part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants from the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves and dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I've dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabras would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Holleran would have had them tossed into the pyre en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? And what are you going to do when you get back to the surface? I'm going home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing, or if I'm now homeless. I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife, and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabras to fall. We have to go. Go on then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier it is to find some people to give our lives up. Back here, you see. Alright. Loot! Dara! Let's trade. Yes, we can finally sell stuff. Okay. Everything we don't need. We have a couple of masterwork items. Well, let's sell those as well, because we don't need them. And all this stuff is... all these are like ingredients and stuff, so they're all quite handy. Weapons, what do we have? Okay, great axe we don't want. That is quite a decent great axe, but no. I want a warhammer, which is going to replace my flail. And we don't have a light hammer on this one yet, do we? Okay. Thick pads. Not really anything decent there in armor. Braces of armor, we don't need those. Let's get all the purifying. Yeah, we'll get the fish, why not? We've got Alright, let's go ahead and grab a quiver of cold ammunition. That's probably a good call. And honestly, yeah. Let's just do that. Let's just take all of the healing potions. Because they, no matter how long you play in this game, they stay very much in hand. They're still very handy. So, Warhammer and a light mace will give you the cold iron ammunition. And everyone has a healing potion except Seela. You get that one. Okay.
Move out.
Let's get all this stuff. And let's just go back to this guy, sell the junk so that we can just get the gold, because there's no reason to bottle down our inventory with stuff that we don't need. And we can rest. The messengers returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Nevia and that old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time. There's no rush. The most important people are always late. Always going to show up late. Everything's going to plan, but one thing bothers me. Wendoag is gone. All the tribes, a whole army is marching through the maze. By Mogul standards, yes, but don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon and fewer who can still do any damage with one. What do you think happened to Wendoag? I don't really care, but I don't know. She's always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she tries to deny it. What about Nevia and Horgus? Are we going to just leave them here? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Nevia is in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out the red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chieftain back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. So. Okay, let's go. There's no time to lose. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy. I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something. Now that we have the power of the angels on our side, it won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones, hopefully. Let's go through the maze. Straight road is the short. Straight road is the shortest. Yes, it is. Let's go to the mazes. And I don't... Ooh, who's this? There's a mongrel. Is there anything of value around here? Anything of use?
Head on.
Missing Wendoag. It's not going to be fun. Ooh, monitor lizard.
One for me.
Let's go ahead and Monitor lizards.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good
Did you
hit.
see that?
Wish you could have hit with both attacks, but not bad.
The light take you!
Okay, Sela. Oh, yeah, you're done, aren't you? Why is all of our abilities gone? Okay, let's get a charge on there. Let's get that 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 on there. Damn it, it succeeded on a saving throw. Well, you can die anyways. Nice. I'm doing well with the skinnings. Mongrels! Oh, there's a lot of them. And the maze, I think, is where we find Radiance, which is a very important artifact in this game. We can do that, but first I want to explore. Because...
Let's hear you cry!
Fly me out.
You won't survive me.
Fly me to the moon. Wow, fucking hell, man, you just spiked both of them, Jesus.
I lead, you follow.
I think we need to update our formation for something a bit more suitable for a 4-person party. No, that's not good. That's probably the best option at the moment. Okay, we have... Oh my goodness! I'm very sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I actually slept pretty well last night. Anyway, let's get ourselves into this maze. Squeeze through. It's a door. Open it. Okay. The maze. Oh, Baphomets. Look at all this. Baphomets. The Demon Lord of Minotaurs. Make a religion check if you want. I know who the friggin' hell it is.
Am I not?
It's relief of Baphomet. Demon Lord. The Lord of Minotaurs and the Lord of Labyrinths. Demon Lords in Pathfinder have fun things that they follow. Coffers and coins. Statues, coins, and a potion. What's a potion? Potion of reduced person. It's not.
The spirit let me draw the first blood.
Let's do this. Baphomet cultist. You gonna go and do that to Siha? Oh, Nephropet. Yep. Definitely killing the wizard. You still only have one smite evil, so let's save that. Let's get an ally adjacent to that guy. And you go into a rage.
Run them through!
Make every strike count.
Let's move already.
Okay. So he is going to be peaked for a little while. We're about to acquire a shit ton of glaives, just FYI.
I hope you appreciate this.
I would have if there was something decent inside the chest. But what a piss-poor piece of loot that was. What the frickin' hell was that? It's a 3 gold piece of just stone. And it was in a locked chest? It's nothing. Alright, let's have a look. Where are we going?
Move out!
It's a trap. Good thing we have a person who can disable traps.
I am helpful, am I not?
There's a pile of bones there because it's obviously someone else. Did not have a person who's good at disabling traps. Alright. Oh, yes. Okay.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
What is that?
The Inheritor! Guide my blade! Into the fray!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
God damn it. So the good thing about these hexes is that as long as you don't use them on the same person each time, you can kind of use them multiple times. Alright. Get him to close the distance, get her to close the distance.
Take you!
Hey, no, look, just kill the dude. Get to the dude. Get to the dude. Back in mid-focus. Ooh! That was a nasty hit.
You won't survive me.
Okay, Camellia.
today's sacrifice.
Cord. Nicely done, my friend.
Not this time.
Oh, actually, that was a breastplate, wasn't it? That's probably a good upgrade for armor from what I've got on, yeah. Let's go ahead and put that on. Nice, you can kind of customize the appearance of these things. That's pretty good. Chain shirt. She's already got a chain shirt, doesn't she? And she could wear any of these, but she's already wearing probably better armor than any of them will provide. Yeah. So I think we're good on that front. Let's just go ahead and loot. Ooh, that was a good scroll. Some nice scrolls. Well, that's tasty scrolls there. Let's give her that one. And effortless armor, that's probably a good mix. What's this one? Scroll of prayer. Actually, let's give you a scroll of prayer. We're going to give you a scroll of bless. And we're going to give you a scroll of... Inflict wounds is not a bad one I have. Let's give you bear's endurance. You don't have magic, but you can take the scale. Scrolls are really handy, people, so make sure to use them. Bunch of free buffs.
Pay attention.
Ooh, we have loot. That's not bad. That is not a bad amount of money to get.
I lead. You follow.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Go for their hearts.
Nicely done.
Let's hear you cry.
Can you charge this dude? Get him. Nice. Ooh. That was rough.
Endure this.
Corrupted mongrelman. How long have I been streaming for? Good over 2 hours. Holven. His name was Holven. Did you know him? Yes, he just told you what his name was. Jesus. Yeah, he's not from our tribe, but we're both hunters, so we'd cross paths from time to time. In the cave passages, we'd share news and leave supplies for each other, then he just disappeared. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead. If only I had been... If only he had been. Why would mongrels attack us? Aren't we on the same side? Something's wrong with them. Look, their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird or having an off day, but I think something drove them out of their minds. Probably. Or someone. Seems like this shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they even get here? I have no idea. This is my first time in here too. Maybe they just fell down the same way you did. Window comes here all the time. I'd ask her if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? Let's go. This place is even more dangerous than we thought. And there, I was hoping that the cultists would be the meanest things in here. These mongrels and cultists now. That I did not expect. I need to find out what's going on in here. Yes, we do. We need to find out. But first, let's pick the lock on this thing and get some loot.
I am helpful.
Nice. I don't know what the purpose of the first aid kits are. I don't know why we have them. Okay, there is a... Let's just tackle this one door at a time. Oh my god, cultist! Oh wait, this is like... Oh, this is cultist champion. Battle spirit. Let's go. Let's go ahead and smite this guy. And get ourselves... And you're going to rage, because this guy's going to be a bit of a pain to kill. Because they're pretty... The cultist champions are pretty hearty. So it's really...
I'll cut you wide open.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Nice critical hit. Okay. We made some good choices. And we got everything. Okay. So we've got a bunch of stuff just now. Let's... If I did dual wielding warhammers... Dual wielding warhammer can't be equipped in second hand. Ah, damn. Fair enough. Ooh, masterwork warhammer. Let's trade that one out then. Right. What's going on? Why can't I? Masterwork warhammer, just a standard warhammer. So confused. There we go. I don't know why that was being weird. Let's put these all in order so that I can see what I've got. Flail, don't need that anymore. Okay. See her. Baphomet Cultist Heavy Shield. Gives no bonuses or benefits whatsoever, so we're not going to do that. Let us go ahead and give you a couple of healing potions though, because you are pretty low. Chain shirt we don't need, leather armor we don't need, scale mail is not going to be of any use to anyone. What's that? Dueling swords? Not doing Aldori Sword Lord build, but dueling swords are really great fun. Okay. I think that's all the benefits we can have of this loot. Let's go ahead and disable this trap whilst we're here.
I hope you appreciate this.
Now, I'm trying to remember correctly, but I think this leads down into like a...
I am helpful, am I not?
You definitely are, my dear, at least for now. Till we get a better rogue. Ooh! What is that weapon? Just a standard rapier. She's already got cold iron rapier. So, not super helpful. But I do I like that I have a master whip weapon now, that's good. Yeah, this leads down into like a kind of subterranean area. So I'm gonna. I have a feeling that's what leads us forward, but I might be wrong. So let's check this door out. Okay, let's sneak a little bit.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cut them to pieces!
Cut them all to pieces. I do not have good stealth.
Into the fray!
Oh, that was good. Why don't you just give up, Seela?
My way!
Oh, yeah, no, I forgot these are the champions.
Spirits demand your blood!
Just generally a real bad situation.
Won't survive me.
Nice, okay, we got rid of the wizard at least. These guys are...
The light! Take you!
These guys are so hard to beat, I will say. I have my reckless stats, which, yeah. I'm gonna go into another rage. You're gonna put...
You are today's sacrifice!
Jesus. Come on, Lan. Come on, guys. We need to roll better, guys. We need to be rolling better.
No glory without risk!
Let's hear you cry!
Go for their hearts!
Make every strike count.
So this is how it feels?
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
Alright, and we're just gonna get you to... Okay. And you go ahead and drink a couple of healing potions and get yourself back up. Oh.
All this
Doubt
waiting
is the heart's
for.
greatest challenge.
Okay. And almost new diary. Nice. Some stuff. Oh, we've got some powerful scrolls here. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. You don't really need that. In fact, I'll probably take that one. Let's give you the powerful inflict wound spells. I'm going to take a potion of that. And Lan, why don't you take the mage for armor? And then I can take the resist cold. I mean, it's not great, but it's not super useful, but it's better than nothing.
They will not expect my strike. This one was beyond me. I am helpful, am I not?
Run them! I'm superior!
Yes.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm exhausted, so I can't charge with this character at the moment because he's exhausted because of rage. I need to get the tireless rage ability. You can charge. Nice. Okay, that's one down. And you go ahead. Or can you charge this guy? No. Okay, so you can't.
Light! Take you!
Because you're wearing heavy armor, you're gonna...
You won't survive me.
Nice. Okay, you're no longer fatigued. Why don't you... Okay. Just go and fight the fighter.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, got rid of the ranged fighters. Just got this melee guy to deal with. Misses completely. And let's go ahead and drop a couple of arrows into his chest. And nice. Okay, Camellia. Do more than 1 damage, Camellia.